Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2. Liverpool come away from Villa Park with a vital 3 points and keep their title race hopes alive. Um, Coming into the game, obviously Liverpool, they'd drawn against Tottenham in the midweek. They needed to start getting some points in the final few games of the season if they were to have any chance of catching City in this title race. And ultimately, that's what they've done tonight. Wasn't their best performance. They battled through it, however, and ultimately, defensively, it's just from Aston Villa that they were able to capitalise. Apart from the second goal was a very good work goal. But really, it's just players not really keep concentration. In terms of Aston Villa, then, a battling performance. I think there's some dull points there. I think ultimately, after the first goal, it completely went off for Villa. An amazing starting after 4 minutes. Villa were able to get the goal straight away from a really good build-up of play, really pushing the momentum and press into Liverpool's defence, getting the balls in behind them, and ultimately we were able to capitalise through Douglas Luiz on 4 minutes. But what did Villa do? Absolutely throw away. Literally a minute or two later, confusion at the back. Mings not able to clear it. And Matip, sorry. Matip's able to tap it in for 1-1. And then really it just fizzled out. We had some half chances here and there. Ings blasting a header over the bar. Liverpool coming close to getting into goal, but not really putting much of a clinical chance together that it's like, bloody hell, should be Liverpool ahead. I think ultimately in that first half, Villa should have been ahead. There was the Navigator chance that he absolutely fluffed, so had he been a little bit better there, he would have possibly been 2-2. But we go into the second half, it's the same again. Villa trying to get some passes in, we're getting behind them, but we're not really making it count. And then ultimately, a really good bit of link-up play, and ultimately Mane is able to head the ball into the back of the net for 2-1. And he completely killed the game then. Ings had 3 chances, and one of them was offside. One, he completely fluffs his lines when he's one-on-one with the keeper. The other one, he does get it in the net. It's a very good, tidy finish from the angle that he's at. But ultimately, that's offside as well. And apart from that, couldn't really break him down, unfortunately. Couldn't get past him. And Liverpool, as I said, they just drove through it. Wasn't their best performance. Playing a lot of their B team today, considering they've got the FA Cup game coming up soon, and also they need to keep rotating so that they don't lose players. And he just simply ended the game on a really disappointing note, because Villa really showed a lot of ambition tonight to go and get 3 points, or at least 8 points after that bright start. But he just died right at the start of the game. In terms of players then, I thought Douglas Luiz was really impressive tonight. Obviously when he's not, there has been that argument that he's not been playing his natural position. He's not really a number 6. He needs to be playing further up the pitch alongside the likes of McGinn. And tonight I think we really showed it. Obviously got the goal, but I think overall his game tonight, when pushed forward, allowing Nakamba to play the role that he's naturally trained in, giving Douglas Luiz that freedom to move forward. He felt a part of the team, a part of the game, and was really helping going forward for Villa. But in terms of our front two, they were just completely weak. I hate the idea of passing the ball up to Watkins when we're playing against Van Dijk and Matip, 2 strong centre halves, and we're relying on Watkins' hold-up play, which has not been great this season. And it just didn't work tonight. We've also got Ings there when really he doesn't make much of a contribution. He's either giving the ball away, or the only real chance that we have with him is when we're so close to the goal that he's got to be feed like a goal poacher almost. In terms of midfield then, obviously Nakamba came back in, looked a little bit assuring in defence, but didn't really massively change much going for us then. McGinn, obviously, I think he kind of faded in and out throughout the game. Defensively, it's a different story. I thought Cash and Digne were really good tonight, especially Digne, really giving Alexander-Arnold a tough time on the right. Just both centre-halves. Both are centre-halves, man. Konza. Oh, man alive. What's happened to Konza? What has happened to this really exciting prospect that we were all saying get him in the England squad. Tonight, he just looked a shambles against Liverpool. Couldn't really handle them, giving away fouls, and just really didn't look assured at all. Mings, I thought, was much better than him. Even then, the poor first goal to give away to Liverpool, and also just times just not really feeling comfortable. I think both of them, it really shows why we need to strengthen in that area in the summer. And then Martinez, I don't really think he had much to do, to be fair. Not really any massive saves that he had to make. But just not really having much of a challenge. And substitutions wise, Buendia, it shows again why Coutinho. I know it's easy to bring him in because he's playing against Liverpool. You've rested him. You want to see him play today. He was completely anonymous again. But Buendia, when he came on, there was a bit more fluidity, a bit more of a faster pace being brought to the game. And it would have been nice to see him playing overall weeks. It would have been a better addition. Chukwuemeka coming on didn't really change much. If anything, just helped bring the ball out more towards the final third of Liverpool's half, and then Bertrand Traore, which is absolutely pointless because he's completely anonymous, doesn't know what he's doing half the time, he didn't really have an impact at all on the game. But ultimately, I think a lot of us were coming into this game probably not expecting the greatest of results. But I think after that 5 minutes, and overall across the game where we've had multiple chances, I think we've shown tonight that it's the same against Man City. You know, we may be unlucky on the night, it might just not be our time. But ultimately, we gave it a really good go, and at least we can say we're starting to get in the right direction. We're not at the calibre of a Liverpool, but we are getting closer and closer to being where we want to be with that. So that's pretty much it. Next game is obviously Crystal Palace, then it's Burnley, then it's Manchester City away. The final 3 games of the Premier League for Aston Villa. Still a good chance to make up some points and try and push on for a top 10 finish. Can we do it? Well, I only got to hope to see, but we've got to start against Crystal Palace on Saturday, who is going to be a tough game, but we managed to win 2-1 away at home, so hopefully Villa can regather from this night. It wasn't our time, but at least we know we can be clinical at points. We just need, it's just got to be more patient, checking our lines, making sure we're not running offside, and ultimately just get that ball in the back of the net and play some fluidity. But yeah, Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2. Leave in the comments down below what you thought. I've been Ben, up the Villa, with the pride of Villa. We'll see you for the next game, boys.